Hey, what's up guys, it's Jsmith Gaming here, and in today's video I'm showing you guys an interesting farming strategy that you guys can use at Town Hall 10 that's been working for me amazing. And as you can see, some of the results I've had, I've been going for Dark Elixir a lot recently, and as you can see I've had some pretty good pulls of Dark Elixir, and in this video I just want to go over and show you how I'm pulling this off and really what I'm using. So as you can see, I'm using 26 balloons, 5 baby dragons, and 30 minions, and then 4 rage spells and 3 haste spells. Usually if I was to request, I would just put in something like this, the ground, just any ground troops, a free spell, and just the wall wrecker. So let me go ahead and request for that, and let me go ahead and cut into a clip. So before I get into the main attacking portion of the video, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys really what I look for. So typically I try to stay away from multi-targeting infernos because I'm using air and balloons are very susceptible to getting a lot of damage done, and I don't have any really heals or just a good way to counteract the multi-target infernos with this. So I always try to take out the queen, and maybe always like a air defense whenever I'm doing one of these raids. So as you can see, whenever I attack, I'm gonna just kind of scope out with some of the minions and just see if I can get access to some of these Dark Elixir pumps down here and up here. So I'm just starting like the general funnel on the beginning of the raid, and then I'm trying to guide my heroes to get this king and then push my way to right here, because I knew that if I can get right here that the queen would come out. So as you can see, gonna speed this up a little bit just so we can get into that portion of the raid. And as you can see, the queen's gonna wrap around. And so at this point, because the king went into the base and I basically got the enemy queen, I knew I was gonna get the air defense, so I started the loon portion of the raid. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and just put some spells down, speed these balloons up into the base, and try to get them to gut the core, so that way I can get into this Dark Elixir. And then also, because I put the minions down in the beginning of the raid, these are gonna open up very soon, so I can snipe those up again. So in the main portion of the raid, I'm really just focusing on raging all the balloons, trying to get them to clear out the core, so that way I can use the rest of my troops to really just pick off any of the remaining loot, Dark Elixir storage, whatever. So as you can see on this portion of the raid, I'm gonna start putting down the baby dragons and the minions to just get the rest of that Dark Elixir and just clear out the rest of this base. And so something I like to try to do is I always try to snipe the town hall as well, just because the town hall does store loot in there, and so it's always just a great way to just get some extra loot and go for it. So as you can see, this raid is more or less wrapping up. Send a lot of the baby dragons in, and to just get that town hall, get that extra loot, and there we go. So let me go ahead and show you guys another replay before we get into a live replay here shortly. Alright guys, so on this one, it's obviously a Town Hall 11, and this one I'm going to be using a siege machine. And like I said before earlier in the video, I really just asked for random troops in a wall wrecker, and I knew this base was good because not only did it have an amazing amount of resources that I could take, but the air sweeper is pointed this way, and I'm actually going to intend on entering from this top portion right here, and this other air sweeper is way too deep, so it's just a perfect opportunity for me to actually enter in from this top side. So although it does have an eagle, I knew that I could get to the center quick enough to really get what I wanted and just do what I want with this base. So as you can see, I can enter in from the top, and because I'm putting my heroes with the wall wrecker, I'm going to be able to not only get these Dark Elixir pumps over here, but I'm also going to be able to get this air sweeper and this air defense, which is awesome. So at this point, now that this is about to go down, I'm starting the loon portion of the raid, just so I can push into the center compartment as effective as I can and actually give some relief to my heroes. So as my wall wrecker's going in, I'm really just putting the spells down, and I love to put the spells down, especially when they're close to the Inferno Towers and the Wizard Towers, because those splash and multi-targeting defenses are going to be the ones that will put a hurt on your raid. And so typically I save my minions slash baby dragons for cleanup, or maybe funneling to guide my troops some part of the base. But as you can see, because of the way this base was set up, I was able to just throw them at the town hall and just clear out the center portion of the base as best as I could. So I didn't really use the minions too much here. I was just trying to get it to just really get the rest of these resources down here, because the base was kind of dead. And as we go on, that was a huge pickup. As you can see, close to 9,000 Dark Elixir, close to 1 million gold and Elixir, so really not a bad raid, and just an awesome way to farm, especially in this Crystal Division, and it does work as well in other divisions as well. So let me go ahead and do 2 live raids, one without a wall wrecker and one with, just so you can see how I approached the bases with or without a wall wrecker. Alright guys, so I think I found a pretty good base here. It has 7,000 resources, so I'm going to go ahead and try this one. Let's see where there's one pump right there. Trying to find the other ones. Alright, so they're right there. So those are the 3 at Town Hall 10, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wall wreck really close to the Queen, so that way I can just try to get those 2 air defenses and get to that Dark Elixir storage. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put just a couple minions down to try to take care of that enemy Queen and give my heroes as much time as possible. So really want to try to funnel my hero, at least my Queen, inside. And so let's go ahead and see what we can do. Alright, so Electro Drag, that's not what we want to see. In this case, let's hope it goes to the Queen, and we're going to have to take care of that with my Queen. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. We're gonna have to postpone this a little bit, and let's see where it goes. Alright, it's going to my Queen. That's what we want to see. And then as soon as it gets to my Queen, I'm gonna pop this ability.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I don't know. Oh no, it's not gonna get the Queen, but it's okay. Gonna go ahead and throw a couple minions on there, and here we go. We're gonna start the loon portion of the raid and go for it right here. So gonna go ahead and drop down 2 rages to get these balloons to push into this core of this base, and unfortunately it was facing the air sweeper, which isn't ideal, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Gonna throw another rage down, take care of all these in the center, and let's see what we can pull off here. Trying to put a rage down as well on the air targeting. Alright, so we're definitely gonna get that Dark Elixir thing right there. So gonna throw a couple down here and put a baby drag to kill all those enemy enemy air skellies. And so as these funnel that, I'm gonna save a baby drag for this one right here, just because there is a archer tower. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. Alright, throwing one right there. And then I'm going to end up throwing the rest of these baby dragons towards the core, just because we want them to take that that town hall out as fast as we can. Alright, let's see. I don't know if they'll be able to pull it off. Doesn't look like it. It's okay. Only 525 left. Not bad. Honestly, still a good amount of loot. Execution wasn't really the best there, but you guys kind of got to see how I approached the base, and that's really all that matters here. So let me go ahead and cut into the next one. Alright guys, so I found a pretty good one to check out here. What I'm going to go ahead and try to do is, as you can see, it's kind of a dead base, so I'm going to scope out where there's 1, 2, 3. Alright, so those are the 3 Dark Elixir pumps, and then I'm going to come in hard from the left side. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and let's see where the sweepers are. Alright, so sweepers are right there. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and put all these loons in a line and really approach this side. Alright, haste some of these in and then start raging the core. Alright, so as the core goes in, as you can see, there is a electro drag coming in, which is not helpful, but you're just going to do what we gotta do. And let's go ahead and pull out this electro drag over here and see what we can do with it. Alright, so we're gonna put this over here, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and rage these minions, get that taken care of, and then we're gonna go ahead and start approaching this side over here. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my heroes down and let them take out some of these pumps down here, and we'll start pushing towards the center here in just a moment. Alright, as these finish clearing up right here, and then that's gonna go right there. Okay, start putting some of these in, really start to funnel it towards the center. Really want to get to that dark elixir storage. Just try to get the rest of that. So as you guys can see, not too hard, even without a wall wrecker. You can still pull a lot of these big resource raids off. Obviously, it's not really a 3-star strategy, but this does work for gold, elixir, dark elixir farming. As you can see, another 7k pickup, so not bad at all. So hopefully, if you guys learned something and you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and stay tuned for future content. See you guys in the next one. Thanks.